Right, so the next thing I'm doing is over in the over on the sort of refueling part. So I'm putting some buffer stops. I've actually got 4 of these. They are Peco, I believe. In fact, they are definitely Peco. They've already had some brown painted on them. That was a life colour sleeper grime, I think I went for, which was that one. Great paints, I must say. These really nice. Most people on the old train forums have used these, the life colour stuff. Really good. There's a box you can get on the bay with 6 colours in, and it's, in fact, I have it here, back here on the called the rail weathering, which I can't get in focus because it's too close to where I've set the camera up, but I'll stick a picture of it on the video. It's got frame dirt, track dirt, sleeper grime, roof dirt, weathered black and brake dust. So yeah, pretty good. The sleeper grime one is really nice colour, and as I said, that has gone on to both of these. The light's not picking up the brown particularly well, but you'll see it when it's on the layout. You'll see it will stand out. So what I'm doing next, I've already painted the white bits. I'm going to paint the bit in the middle red. Now, when you go online, there's almost an uncountable amount of colours on these. So I've gone for white with a red middle, but there is the complete opposite of that. There's some that just have red, there's some that just have white, there's some that have a finer checkered marking, red and white, some that have yellow. So I've gone for what I fancied, what I thought was going to look nice, and I'm going to go for a red middle, and I'm using the Humbrol, one of the rail colours, 421 for the red. It's also a red that I'll probably use in other areas, but it's, yeah, should be nice. It's quite a vibrant red. It's that kind of alerty, dangerous red. So I'm going to paint that, and then I'm going to stick it on the layout and show you where it is. So this won't take long at all. I'm going to speed up the painting. So yeah, let's do this. Yes, I got one of these the other day as well. Like Expo tools, obviously loads of stuff, just a pair of tweezers. You got the reverse tweezers, which you can never have too many of those, to be honest with you. So let's paint. In fact, wow, that is red. All I can say to that is, one day I'm not going to have the steady hand to do that, so I'll make the most of it now. I feel sorry for, I know I see some people that struggle with painting small things, but I could just about manage that. But I'm in no doubt that one day I definitely won't be able to. That was ridiculous, but that is certainly going to do the job if I can bring it in close. Unfortunately, because of where the light is, and it doesn't quite catch the red, but no, that's excellent. Whoops. There you go. Going beside or in front of these, I've got a couple of the Train Tech buffer stops with lights, which will look magnificent, I'm sure. You'll see those in a moment. Get them on there. So, because I'm not too concerned about how they're going to dry, I'm going to stick them on in just a minute. So I'll be back in a bit. Right, there was something else I needed to point out very quickly before I crack on, and that's the Railtech, sorry, the Traintech light that'll be going on the rail. That's not glued or anything. Literally, I've just stuck it in. It's quite a nice snug fit. I probably won't bother gluing it, to be honest. I think that's not going to come out unless that gets tugged. So that'll just sit in there. Now, two things. These Peco Buffer Stops, if you're using code 55 track, you're going to need to make some adjustments on these. Now, on the sideways profile, you can see there. I mean, it'll be obvious when you get these, so don't worry about making a point of it really. But these are obviously designed to sit on code 80 track as well, and when you get them, you will see why. Now, I don't think I have any to hand, unfortunately, to show you. So what I'll do, I'll stick a picture in the video about here that'll show you the ones. I'll take a picture of the ones, because I've still got some that I haven't modified yet. But you have to cut basically the feet off, because otherwise it doesn't sit properly on the code 55 rail. So what we'll do, I'll stick that on there now so you can see what I mean. But it's no biggie. You just take a knife to it and cut them off, and then you will find that they will sit nicely. Like that on the rail, and the light will sit behind it. Otherwise, it doesn't. It looks ridiculous. So that's pretty much spot on, really. That's what you want. Also, one other thing was these buffer stops actually do have. I can come close enough. Sorry, dodgy cut there. What I've done, instead of messing about with pictures later, I'm just going to show you. So that's what we're talking about. But that's obviously not the actual rail that it's going to be going on the layout. Just use that to demo. So I've pulled out the other buffer stops I had, and the picture on the actual packet makes that really obvious. You see these feet that are sticking off the bottom. You can see on my ones that they've just been cut off. So yeah, really obvious, and they're just too high. Otherwise, you should sit them on your base. They'll sit beneath the rail, but they'll sit too high, sit on your code 55. There's probably other modifications that other people have done, but for me, because another problem for me was that I've already ballasted. So that's another reason why I've got to cut it off. But even if you haven't, I still think it'll sit too high. So mine are going to literally sit that back leg's not sitting on it, but I will glue these in. I will glue the actual buffer stops in place, but let's get that in focus. That's where they'll sit. So yeah, nice and simple, and the light itself, really easy. You stick them on the rail and they just turn on. So literally nothing you need to do for those. So yeah, I'll clip a video at the end. You can see them on the layout itself. Thanks a lot. Bye.